13 WMAZ Morning starts now.
Our cold front is out and we look ahead to a really nice and cool week ahead. I'll have the details for you coming up.
Plus, a shooting involving law enforcement in Crawford County now getting a closer look how an attempted traffic stop turned deadly. And Bibb County leaders gear up for their first meeting of the new year, the items on the agenda, and the department head who could get an official title. And the countdown to the national championship game is down to just hours now. Many UGA fans may not remember the Dogs' last title win over 4 decades ago, but for one fan, that was something he got to see in person. We'll have his story still ahead. Good morning. Happy Monday. You are looking live over downtown Macon at 6:32 on this January 10th. I'm Caitlin Heck. Hopefully everyone had a great weekend, and hopefully we are headed towards a great day with a Dogs win to top it off. But if you are heading out today, just know it's not quite as cold as it could be this morning, at least, Courtney.
That's right. Yeah, still chilly out there, but a lot of us are actually waking up a good bit warmer. We're waiting for that cold air to really spill in. That'll be on the way for tomorrow morning. Right now, you're looking live on top of Atrium Health Navicent. It is still cool out there, 48 in the city of Macon. Northwest wind at 10 is making it feel more like 43 degrees to get the morning started. So you are going to want a jacket. All of you students getting ready to wait at the bus stop when it's chilly and breezy and you're standing still, doesn't make it quite so comfortable. So definitely want to bundle up as you get ready to head out the door for you students. Low to mid 40s if you're north of Macon. We're at 48 now in the city of Macon. And the further south and east you go, you're a little bit warmer. That cold air is spilling in from the northwest. So our northwestern counties a little cooler. Also experiencing a little more cloud cover in our southeastern counties. So you are a little bit warmer this morning. That cold front is going to continue to push off the coast, and that cold air will continue to spill in. A lot of us actually going to cool down through the day. We'll only head into the low to mid 50s. We're going to stay seasonable just about all week long. I'll have those details for you in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Courtney. New from overnight, we are learning about a shooting in Macon. Bibb Coroner Leon Jones says around 4:40 this morning, someone saw a man lying by the road at a spot on Columbus Road. The person called the sheriff's office. Jones says deputies found a man shot several times and he later died. They are waiting to release his name until they notify family. This is a developing story. We'll keep you updated on air and online. And right now, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation continues looking into a Crawford County case after a deputy shot and killed a man. It happened off US 341 yesterday afternoon. The GBI says just after 12:15, a deputy tried to pull over 47-year-old Denrick Stallings for speeding. Investigators say Stallings refused to stop and led to a car chase until he crashed. The GBI says Stallings got out of the car and ran. The deputy deployed his taser as he chased Stallings, hitting the 47-year-old. Stallings fell down. The GBI says the deputy tried to arrest him and a fight started and there was a struggle for the deputy's gun. The deputy then fired the gun, killing Stallings. Stallings' daughter, Dendry Cox, says she doesn't believe what the GBI found in its early investigation. She adds fighting with the deputy and attempting to grab a gun is extremely out of her dad's character. When the GBI finishes its investigation, they will turn over their findings to the Macon Judicial Circuit DA's office for review. Right now, we do not know the name of the deputy involved. The GBI is also investigating after a Georgia State Patrol trooper shot a 17-year-old in a Toombs County chase. The agency says Lyons police responded to a bank alarm call and heard someone firing shots. They reported it just after midnight yesterday. Dispatch also got a call about someone firing shots near the CKT Mobile Home Park on East Clifton Avenue. Once there, officers saw 32-year-old Charles James driving through yards of homes. The GBI says he got out of the car and ran. Police caught him, but 17-year-old Talia Williams was still in the car and drove away, starting a chase. She passed the officer who arrested James. That officer reported hearing gunshots and fired back at the car. Georgia State Patrol then joined the chase. Now, when the car got a flat tire, Williams got out and ran. And that's when investigators say a trooper shot her and she went to the hospital. Bibb County deputies continue looking for a man who robbed a Macon restaurant over the weekend. The sheriff's office says it happened around 10:45 Saturday night at the JJ Fish and Chicken on Pine Nut Avenue. Deputies say a man with a gun went into the restaurant, demanded money, and then ran away after getting cash. No one got hurt, but take a look at your screen. Someone last saw the man running toward Guy Payne Road. About 4 hours before that, the Bibb Sheriff's Office says 2 women robbed the Metro PCS on Tom Hill Senior Boulevard. It happened around 6 Saturday night. Deputies say the 2 went into the store. One of them had a gun and demanded money. The clerk ran away and the women grabbed cash from the register. Now, if you have any information on either robbery, you can call Macon Regional Crime Stoppers. That phone number is 1-877-68-CRIME. Again, 1-877-68-CRIME. And now to the latest in coronavirus news. Starting today, people in Macon will have more options for COVID-19 testing. Last week, Bibb County and Heritage Pharma Group announced 2 new sites for free drive-up testing. The spots open today. There's one at the Macon Mall, the others at the former County Health Department on Emory Highway. You'll find PCR and rapid tests at both sites. You can stop by Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 and Saturday from 8 until 1. Speaking of testing, there are more options statewide as well. 2 COVID-19 mega testing sites are now open in Georgia. The State Department of Public Health says you can find the spots in Cobb and DeKalb counties. The Cobb site is at Jim Miller Park in Marietta. The DeKalb location is at 2994 Turner Hill Road in Stonecrest. They run Monday through Friday 8 to 6, Saturday from 8 to 3. They are closed 12:30 to 1 on those days for a lunch break, and you do need an appointment to get tested. In other news from across the state, Georgia lawmakers get back to work today. The new legislative session is set to feature topics including gun rights, school instruction, and tax cuts. Republicans are in the majority at the state capitol. They have signaled they intend to push legislation on those items ahead of November's election for governor and other offices. Lawmakers have also shown interest in other topics like whether or not to make Atlanta's Buckhead neighborhood a city and expanding funding for mental health. And tomorrow, the nation's 2 top leaders plan to make a stop in the Peach State. The White House says President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris will talk about the, quote, urgent need to pass legislation to protect the constitutional right to vote. The two will speak from the Atlanta University Center Consortium. That's on the Clark Atlanta University campus. They'll then go to the King Center on Auburn Avenue and lay a wreath at the crypt of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Coretta Scott King. After that, the president and vice president are set to go next door and visit historic Ebenezer Baptist Church. Well, tomorrow, Macon Bibb commissioners meet for the first time of the year, and they have a list of items to get through. That includes big grants going toward housing, homelessness, and criminal justice. They'll also discuss giving Shane Edwards the go-ahead as fire chief. He has been the interim fire chief for about a year now, following Marvin Riggins' retirement. County leaders will also talk about naming a pedestrian safety program in honor of a woman who was killed last summer. 65-year-old Irene Stubbs died in a hit-and-run accident in July of last year on Old Clinton Road. The ordinance says that area has poor lighting and a lack of sidewalks. Commissioner Elaine Lucas says the move will ensure Stubbs' name is not forgotten and will serve as a commitment to pedestrian safety. County leaders meet tomorrow morning at 9. All right, the time is now 6:39. You know, at first I was really jealous of Marvin going up to Indy for the game, and then I saw the temperatures up there, and I'm no longer jealous.
Yeah, very cold. And what we were saying a little earlier, both of the teams from the southeast, so they're both getting a little bit of a shock today. That's definitely not southeast football weather up there.
Not 9 degrees? No, not at all.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just in case, for those of you at home who haven't been watching throughout the past hour or so, and we've been talking about some of the temperatures up there. Yeah, their low temperature tonight is supposed to be 9 degrees. Their high today only in the upper 20s and low 30s. And it also is a little bit breezy up there, just like it is here at home. Yeah, overall, definitely not a typical southeast football weather kind of day. It is sure feeling more like the north. All right, everybody. Now, yesterday we topped out at 73 degrees. Very warm. We started in the 40s. In fact, this morning, believe it or not, we're actually starting a little bit warmer in some spots, but that cold air, it's just taking its sweet time to filter on in. High pressure filtering in behind it. That's going to give us a lot of sunshine as we head into the afternoon. Right now, we're just waiting for this cold front to continue to push off the coast. And with it, all that cloud cover and, of course, the rain and storm activity that rolled through tonight, that's going to go along with it. High pressure also not only going to give us a clearing of skies today, also going to offer us a good bit of a breeze. We've talked about that before. High pressure here versus low pressure along that front. Pressure differences create the wind, so do expect a north-northwest wind today, 5 to 15 with gusts maybe as high as 20 as we head through the morning hours. Right now you're looking live on top of the Fairgrounds and Agri Center in Perry. A few people already making their way out the door, and if you are about to do so, you'll probably want to grab that jacket with you, but thankfully you won't need the raincoat or the umbrella today and really most of the week. All good things. 48 right now in the city of Perry, but notice with that northwest wind, it feels more like 44 degrees. Now, depending on where you're waking up with us this morning, depends on how thick of a jacket you need. Probably need a thicker jacket in places like Monticello and Thomaston at 41. You're at 50 in Warner Robins, 55 in Eastman, and you're still in the 60s down in McRae. Again, that cold air starting to spill in from the northwest. It's going to just take take a little time. It's like all of us on a Monday, moving a little bit slower. But by tomorrow morning, that cold air will definitely be there. Now that breeze already definitely making its presence, 5 to 10 mile per hour winds, and we could see gusts today or experience gusts today as high as 20. So that will make it feel a little bit colder for all of you getting ready to head to the bus stop this morning. For the most part, 40s and 50s, it's going to feel a little cooler and we'll have a good bit of cloud cover for the morning. But as we head through the afternoon hours, we'll start to see a clearing of skies. It'll be a really beautiful afternoon by the time you all head out to recess and for lunch, and temperatures today will top out in the mid 50s, low to mid 50s. Now, of course, today a big game, the national championship here at home. If you're planning on watching it, maybe having a barbecue outside, by the time kickoff comes around, we'll be in the 40s, clear skies. But look at Indianapolis. Yeah, they're going to be in the teens. So if you have any friends and family lucky enough to go see the game, yeah, it's going to be a real cold one up there. Your 7-day forecast looks like this. Low to mid 50s for most of the work week. Only difference throughout the week is maybe a few extra clouds Wednesday and Friday. Our next rain chance could be on the way come Saturday night.